So today I decided to obviously go live, of course, do live mediumship, and also I've got a few what do you call it? I've got a pack of cards. I've got a pack of oracle cards, and I've got they're new, and I've got a new pack of tarot and tarot cards. I did have a look, obviously, when I got them, but they kind of look like oracle cards. Now I'm hoping that people will come on, and hopefully I can try and use these cards. I hope. So that's kind of what they look like. If I can get the other pack out. With these tarot cards, there's not what I would call a typical tarot card. If I get the oracle cards out. So these ones are the oracle cards. And this is what the tarot cards. If I can get a proper grip. So that one's a tarot card, and that one's the oracle card. So you see what I mean? They're kind of the same in a way of like design, in the sense of like they're not the typical like judgment. So they're not typical like 10 of swords or whatever. Like the king of swords. Yeah, they're not. They don't have like the king of swords, if that makes sense. Yeah, they don't even have a picture of a sword in them, where a normal tarot card will have a picture of one sword. Yeah, so I'm trying to find a typical six of wands. So this one's 6 of wands, but there's no, what I can see, there's no wands. It's just a lady on a horse. About 6 of wands. Wonder if I can. Probably not. I was just thinking if I can get my normal tarot cards out. I'll show you what a tarot card normally looks like. So I'm just talking random rubbish until people start watching, which are not. So I'm just talking random rubbish at the moment. So let's get a pack of normal tarot cards. Now I'm not normally into tarot cards. Normally I'm normally into oracle because they're easier to connect to. Now these ones are normal. These ones are cheap. Tarot cards. They're not your typical tarot cards. They're, yeah, as you can tell, very cheaply done. But 9 of wands. I'm assuming that the trees are supposed to be the wands. 5 of wands. Again, I think the trees are supposed to represent the the wands. Let's see whether I can get the swords up. I probably won't be able to find the swords, but King of Swords, Queen of Swords. No, I probably won't be able to find. But yeah, eight of cups. Now, in this one, there is actually cups. They are the seashells. They're supposed to be the eight of cups. And they're 10 of cups. So the mermaids are actually carrying the 10 of cups. So you kind of get what I'm trying to say. And again, yeah, kind of try and get you kind of understand what I'm trying to get at. Where with these ones, there is no 10 of cups. There is no one carrying a 10 of cups or whatever. Which for me is good, because I heard someone say many years ago, if you have trouble reading tarot cards, then by all means use them, but take the cups, the swords, and the wands out, and just use the rest of them. Which, yeah, is fair enough. Good piece of information to follow by. But then you're taking out like half the deck. But with these ones, there is swords, 10 of swords, etc. But they're more like oracle, if that makes sense. So that is these cards, and I like them. I wouldn't say these are my best cards, because I like all my cards in their own way. But yeah, I would say that these are one of my favourite. This one, and I would say my Moonology cards. Yeah. So again, I'm just going to talk rubbish until someone comes on, which I understand it's Sunday morning, people are having a lay-in, which I completely understand. But yeah, I think I'll stick to those cards for now, my favourite ones. So again, like I said in the past, guys and girls, I will try and do a live either Saturday night or Sunday. It was supposed to be Saturday night. I was supposed to have done a live, but I don't always have time to do a live on a Saturday. Now, I did glance at the screen. I know on this side there was an orb around here. Got to mention this, guys and girls. Even though I gave this particular room yesterday a very deep clean, poured everything out, gave it a real good clean in there, it does get very dusty very quickly in there. I do not know why. This is the only flat that I lived in that gets really dirty really quick, in the way of like it gets really dusty really quick, and it gets mouldy really quick, even with windows open, even with a dehumidifier. I think I said that right. Going, it still gets really damp in here. And in the summer months, it gets really dusty in here. So if you do see orbs flying around, just looking now. If you do see orbs flying around, even though I deep cleaned in here yesterday, yeah, it does get really dusty. So it could be dust in there. So I've just got to bear that in mind. if you see any weird orb-like orbs. Probably dust. Probably dust. So if anyone's watching this on repeat, which they probably are, I know there will be a couple of people watching this on repeat. I'm gonna shuffle a card and pull a card out for whoever's watching on replay or repeat. So I'll just give my new cards a shuffle. Now, there's people saying that with new cards you got to put energy into them. You need to cleanse them with sage smoke, and you got to do a ritual and all that. Again, I may be open-minded to that. If you feel that you need to, then please do. I typically don't. I don't put them out on a new moon. I don't put them out on, whatever. But if you feel that you need to, then go ahead. Hello, Caroline. How you doing? I see that you made it, which is good. I'm just doing a little bit of a live, Caroline. I was going to do on a Saturday night, but normally on a Saturday night I'm really tired. Oh, good. So yeah, I've got a new pack of tarot cards, Caroline. So I thought I would do a live and do a little bit of a reading. But these ones, Caroline, are like tarot cards, but they're like oracle cards. They're like whoever created them to look like tarot cards and oracle cards in one, if that makes sense. Which makes it easier to work with. So I keep shuffling these cards, and there's two cards that keep coming up, and this is one of the cards that keep coming up. So this is like for whoever watches it on repeat. Yeah. Because normally I don't really go live very often. Yeah, I don't go live very often. So this one, that keeps coming up. Out of 78 cards, I think it is. This one keeps coming up. Don't matter how many times I shuffle them. The High Princess. So, my message with that one for everyone that's watching on repeat or later on or whatever. So with the High Princess, again, I don't normally go with what it says on the card. I go with what I'm drawn to. I feel that going into next week, I feel that there are going to be people that will have quite a lot of ego. I'm getting quite a lot of ego with this card. So I feel that there's going to be quite a few people that we'll come across that will have quite a lot of issues with their ego. I think they're sorry, feel that they're God's gift. Also, I feel that we need to, when we come across these people, what's the word? I was going to use the word strict, but I think that's the wrong word to use. I feel that we need to be protect ourselves from these people in a sense of how can I put this without getting into trouble? Telling, because I'm getting a word that I should be using, but I can't use it on a live or in a video. But we need to tell them to go away. We need to put them in their place. Yeah, we need to put these people in their place. as always, I'm getting like I'm drawn to the candles in the lady's hair, and again, with that, I feel like these people are a little bit hot-headed. That's what I'm getting. And again, they need to take a chill pill. Yeah, they need to take a chill pill. And I feel that, again, I'm getting two different things with this. Again, I feel that these people are not from this world, if that makes sense. I also feel, what do I feel? I was going to say that something to do with the animal kingdom. I want to talk about the animal kingdom. No, I don't. No, I don't. Yeah. No, I wasn't going to talk about the animal kingdom. I had a connection there with the animal kingdom, but I've lost it. Yeah, so I've noticed these energies as well, Caroline. I tend to, if it's a person, which I've noticed that quite a few people are, like you said, have these energies, I tend to, if I can, walk away. If it's like a room or a building, I tend to walk away. I tend to walk out of the situation. Yeah, if it's a person or a building or a place, I tend to walk away. I tend to try and find a place that is a little bit more, the energy is a little bit more better, and I spend time in that energy of a better energy. So like now, I don't know if you can hear it, but I have music in the background, like really relaxing music in the background. That's what I tend to listen to, just to chill out. Of the planet, yeah. So that particular question, yeah, I tend to. What do I tend to do? I tend to shut myself away. um, yeah, and I always try and find. What's the question? Where do I want to go with this? So what I tend to do is like yesterday. Um, Yesterday morning I took a salt bath. I done a little bit of a ritual just to cleanse my energy and put myself in a good place. Yeah, too much noise out there. So yesterday I had a salt bath, done a little bit of a cleansing ritual of myself, cleanse away like energy I don't want, and I tend to put myself in a good energy because I've noticed that like you say, Caroline, there's quite a lot of different energies out there. There's quite a lot of strong energy. So what I tend to do is clear away my energy first. So put myself in a good energy. And the other thing I do is I surround myself with crystals that I've charged. So I spend quite a lot of time in this room because this is where I have all my crystals. This is where I have all my incense, all my oils, everything. So this room is what I call like high positive energy. So I tend to spend more time in this room, just to get away from that energy, as well. I've got crystals hanging from the ceiling. I've got crystals everywhere. So that's what I tend to do. I tend to make myself my own little positive energy where other energies, I say bad energy, can't get into. That makes sense. So if I put it into this space in a good energy, only good energy can come in. So no bad energy, as we know it, can come in. If that makes sense. My partner, I've done a little video on it. My partner bought me one of these the other day. I don't know if I can show you properly. It's like a little waterfall, and you put an incense stick on top, and it flows down the thingamabob. And what I did this morning, what I did this morning is I done like a little meditation. I had that going with an incense thingamabob in it, and I just done a little meditation with a little bit of music going on, and I just cleanse my energy in that way. So like clear my mind and all that stuff. What else do I tend to do? So normally after work, so if I finish work, I don't have a bath every day. I tend to have showers most days. So you can do like a cleansing ritual in the shower to get rid of that energy. I don't know whether you still can, but I used to be able to buy like shower gel with salt inside. I can't remember what they're called, what it used to be called. It's been a while since I bought some, but I used that. That tend to help. But normally it's your mindset. If you have a good mindset, and just get away from people, tends to help. Having a good mindset, yeah. I think I feel it's all down to intention, like in what your intentions are. Things like having a salt bath, things like that. Yeah, they help. Thing is, I'm one of those people that I tend to do, and when someone asks me how do I do it, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know. I don't know. It's like instructions when you buy something. I tend not to follow the instructions. It's like this table that I've got and this chair that I'm sitting on. It came in like a flat pack, and I had to put it together. I didn't read the instructions. I just hoping that I've put the right screw in the right place. I'm hoping that I've built it properly, and it hasn't. It broke. It hasn't fallen over. The chair hasn't broke. So I must have done a good job. I'm one of those people. I never read instructions. I never write instructions down. It's all good. Yeah, like I said, I've had it for a while now, and it hasn't broken. It hasn't broke. So yeah. I'm one of those people. I just do what feels right for me. And I never write it down, and then I know sometime later I think, oh, I need to do that again, and I'll do it, but it doesn't feel right, like the second time or the third time. But yeah, again, I go with with the moon as well. So I do feel like the weather does play its part in it as well. Where I live now, yesterday was quite. They keep saying about thunderstorms and stuff like that, but we never had any thunderstorms. But I made sure that I went for a walk in the rain, even if it was just down to the local shop. And when I came back, I didn't feel a lot better. Just walking in the rain helps clear that energy, helps you cope with that energy, if that makes sense. Yeah, same here. We had rain all day. But yeah, no thunderstorms. But yeah, I made a point of going out for a walk in the rain just to get rid of that energy, if that makes sense, any unwanted energy. So yeah, that's what I tend to do. I just go with what feels right at that moment. Yeah, what else do I tend to do? I tend to burn quite a lot of like sage and incense, and what else have I got? What else have I... Oh, the other thing I've started... Yeah. The other thing I tend to do is I bought this when I went to Portsmouth a while ago, and it's a little bottle, but it's like Gemini oil, and it's more of a fragrance oil than anything. I'm Gemini. I'm born in May, and I tend to put that on, and that helps raise my energy up a little bit. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to drink my cold coffee. So yeah, I've got a cold coffee going on the go. I keep forgetting to drink it when I do a live. They do come in different. So they got different ones. My partner is Aquarius. Yeah, mine's the 24th of May. Yeah. Aquarius. So my partner's Aquarius. So I got that one. He never uses it, but I got it if he wants it. And again, it helps with things like that. This morning I had to use, before I went live, I had to use. Okay. So before I done a live, I had to use my my spray. What else? What else do I tend to use? But yeah, that's just general stuff I tend to use. I always make sure there's a crystal around my neck or in my pocket. This is the one I did a ritual with a few weeks back. So I keep that in my pocket as a piece of clear quartz. So I kept that in my pocket ever since, all close by. But yeah, that's typically, I go with what I go with at that time. I even brought myself a spell kit because it would be cheaper to do it this way than it would buying it individually. But a protective spell kit, which I will probably make a video on at some point on that. But yeah, it's like a little bottle. Ooh. Yeah, it's a little bottle, and you put stuff inside, and it becomes a little protective. Put like little bits in there. Like I said, I do a video on that at some point. It's cheaper doing it that way than it is to buy them individually. Just checking on. Yeah. But yeah, normally go for walks. That normally helps. Um, Grounding mats. I have seen them advertised on YouTube, not YouTube, on Amazon. Um, I suppose they're good if you're one of those people that are very fidgety. Um, Good if you can't. What's the word? Yeah, if you all so like with me, I always sit here when I do meditation, and then I get myself all set up, and then I go off and yeah, when I sit here, I think, oh, I need to go and do this, or I need to go and do that. Um, so yeah, me personally, I wouldn't buy one only because I've got my own little set up here, so I wouldn't personally buy one. But if you don't have your own little area, then I suppose, yeah, getting one would be good. Or if you plan on using it outside, if you're planning on sitting on the grass outside, then yeah, that would be good. Um, but yeah, if you've got your own little place where you do your stuff like your meditation and your readings and whatnot, um, then yeah, I wouldn't buy one personally. If that makes sense. Um, yeah, I'm just. That's it. I personally don't have one, so I can't really give my own opinion, like any real opinion on that. Yeah, if it was me buying one, I wouldn't personally buy one. Um, because like the mat, it's one of those things that yeah, to me it's just a waste of money. If that makes sense. Um, because I have my own little area where I do that. It's like I don't have them to hand. I have two mats that I actually got three mats um, that I should be using. Well, not should be, but I bought them to do my runes. I do have a couple of rune sets, and these are supposed to be like designed for your runes, and when you do your card readings and whatnot, you put the cards on the mat and your runes on the mat and all that. And I've had these for years. These little mats, had them for years, but I never used them. I didn't feel that I needed to use them. You know, like what's the point of using them? Um, yeah, I've got a table. Does exactly the same as the mat that I was supposed to use my runes on. Yeah, I've never used them. I don't even think I'll trick them out the packaging. I've got one up on the wall. I use it more of a decoration. I do a room mat, and the other one I think it's still in the packaging somewhere. Still in the packaging. Um, but yeah, I've never used it. I've never used it. Um, just a complete waste. Um, but yeah, again, it all depends on you. Um, like if you got your own, if you don't have your own little area, then that'd be good to set up your little area if that makes sense. Um, but yeah, I can't really comment on meditation mats to be honest, because I never really used them. It's like I saw one. It's like a meditation mat, and it has like a triangle, and you sit within the triangle, and it's supposed to help block out energy, and it's supposed to help you ground. It's like one of those mats that it does like 10 in one, does like 10 things in one. If you sit in a triangle, it helps block out energy, it helps you ground, and it helps you connect to like the higher energy and stuff like that. And I'm thinking to myself, well, it's just a mat with a triangle. It's, you know what I mean? It's, yeah, and I think they were selling them for like 25 pounds. And I'm thinking I could make that from, a couple of sticks from the garden. So yeah, again, it's all down to your personal, um, yeah, your own personal, yeah, opinion. I wouldn't spend money on it, but if someone else spends money on it and benefit from it, then yeah, go for it. But yeah, I wouldn't buy a mat with a triangle and yeah. Just yeah, it's just not me. I'd rather spend the money on a pack of tarot cards. Um, yeah, because I find with these cards, I connect better with these cards than I do um, with a mat with a triangle involved. Yeah. Um, is there any other questions anyone wants to ask? So that is a perfect one, Caroline, for your question. Um, a man, I think it's a man. Yeah, a man sitting on a table with books all around him. It's not about buying stuff. It's about being in that space where you can do the things that you need to do. Say like a sofa or an office chair, or your bathroom. Don't want to get too personal, but while you're going on the toilet, perfect place to ground yourself. Again, when you're in the kitchen cooking, again, you can switch off, ground yourself while you're cooking. Um, yeah, use that as your place to ground yourself, because there's nothing best than being in a place where you got all your cards, all your crystals, etc. There's nothing best than being in that space. Um, we, I personally have trouble connecting with crystals, um, but we all know that crystals help with energy. They have like different energy and all that. Um, but being in a place where you got your crystals, it just helps ground yourself. My partner a while ago came. I was in here I was editing a video or sorting out a video, and my partner came in to see what I was up to, and said how nice it feels to be in here. It feels different in here than it does in the rest of the flat. And yeah, sometimes it's hard to get him out of this room because the energy in here is different. But apart from my crystals and all that, I don't have anything else in here. I don't have any mats or anything. If that makes sense. So it all depends on what you buy and what your energy is. Yeah. So yeah, I think some of these stuff that the advertise, I think it's a little bit. It's like with anything, not just yeah. So it's not just crystals and stuff like that. It's everything. Like if someone designs a table, um, there's nothing special about that table. It's just a table, but they will sell it for £1,000. But then someone else will copy that and sell it for a fiver. But it's just a table. It's nothing special. If that makes sense. It's basically people's way of getting you to spend money on stuff you don't need. Yeah, but I would just follow your intuition. If you feel that you don't need it, don't buy it. It's as easy as that. If you don't want it, don't buy it. If you feel that you don't need, sometimes like these pack of cards that I brought. It's like these cards that I bought. It took me 2 weeks to decide whether I wanted them or not, and yeah, it took me 2 weeks to think about it whether I wanted them or not. Because like I said, I've got hundreds of packs of cards. I don't really need another pack, but yeah, I did. I waited till I got paid, and that was the first thing I bought when I got paid. And I'm glad I did. But it's one of those things. It's like, do I really want it? Do I really want it? And then the more I thought about it, the more I wanted them. And now I've got them. I'm glad I did. The other thing is, I wouldn't, because on places like eBay, any site that sells stuff, they always have that little review thing where people can leave their reviews. I wouldn't personally, I don't personally read them because there's always going to be trolls out there that will troll everything, and they always put bad reviews on items. So regardless of what it is, they've always put bad reviews on it. And the item could be really, really good. It's like when I bought these, like these cards, there was a couple of people that put bad comments or bad reviews on the cards, saying that they're waste of money and all that. Yeah, I haven't had any problems with them. I know it's the first time. Ooh, the cat ball went off. Okay, I just hope you don't mind, Caroline, because you're the only one that's commenting, which is okay. I'm gonna see whether if it's okay with you, Caroline, I'm gonna tune in to your cat ball. That came out wrong. Was it? I always say make sure there's not a scientific reason why it's gone off. Make sure that your cat's not playing with it, for example. The first thing I'm getting, Caroline, is the colour purple. So I know different cat balls have different colours, but I'm getting like purple with your cat ball. Um, I'm getting something else, but I want to make sure that it is what I'm getting, because I don't want to say it and then I'm going to say it, but I'm getting a young boy. I'm trying to get more information before I give it. I feel that is a young spirit. I'm getting like an image of a boy. He's sitting on the floor, cross-legged on the floor, and I'm trying to work out like, when did he pass? Because the way he's dressed, he looks like he's Victorian. He's wearing like, I'll tell you what he's wearing. He's wearing brown trousers, and he's wearing like a white he's sitting side on. It feels like I'm gonna say a white top. I can't work out whether it's a t-shirt or a shirt, but it's like is white. I can't see any buttons at the front. And he's wearing those those things that they used to wear back in the day, where they used to clip onto their trousers and then they used to go over their shoulder, like a strap thing. That's all right, Caroline. Yeah, but I'm getting more stuff, but you've got to go, Caroline. So I'll send you a message at some point with the rest of the information. Yeah, thanks for coming, Caroline. It's always nice to see you on my lives. Yes, I will do, Caroline. I will send you the rest of the information. I need to write that down, otherwise I'm going to forget. Sorry, guys, I just need to write this down, otherwise I'm going to forget this information. Eight. Sorry, guys, I'll be with you in a second for the people that are watching. Just I need to write this information down, otherwise I'll forget. Yeah. Yes, so I am back. I am back. So that's the thing with mediumship, guys. You get information and the person has to go for whatever reason. But lucky enough with Caroline, I know her, personally, so I can give her a message. And I had to write it down because when I finish mediumship, I won't get that connection again. So that's why I had to write it down. So I see that 2 people are watching, which is good. So has anyone got any questions? Would anyone like a card reading? Please leave a comment below, because that's the reason why I'm here today, to give you guys a free mediumship reading or answer any questions. Again, it's all free. I just pulled out a card which I'm drawn to. Now I've lost it. I've just been drawn to a card. I don't know whether it's to do with any of these people watching or whether it's to do with Caroline, but I'm drawn to a card. Normally I shuffle the deck and I normally just pick the top one that comes out, but when I was looking while I was shuffling, this one came out. And I feel that it could be someone watching now, or it could be someone that's going to watch later, or it could be to do with Caroline. But I feel that this person that this is connected to is a young person. I feel that this person is in their early teens. I want to say 13, 14. I can't quite work out whether it's a boy or a girl yet. But I'm heading towards a girl at the moment. This is connected to, and I feel that this person is a little bit lost in life, and I also feel Um, the word that's coming through is anger issues. I feel like this girl is quite easily can lose her temper over little things. I'm getting quite a lot of purple, not purple, I'm getting quite a lot of pink. I want to say purple, but in the image that I'm getting is pink, but also purple. Also, I'm getting quite a lot of pink in her room, so I'm heading towards more of a girl than a boy with this. But I feel that she's very much connected to energy. I feel that she's very connected with, I want to say, to her higher self. She knows more than she's letting on to people. She's very intelligent, very bright, and she's not getting the credit that she deserves. She's not giving herself enough credit. So I do feel that a teacher is giving her credit for what she does, but she's either not accepting it or don't understand the information that she's been given. It's that she doesn't want to know, but she knows that she's intelligent, if that makes sense. What else am I getting? I feel also with her that I'm getting the feeling of like she'll go into a room and she can quite easily connect with people in the sense of like making friends. Also, I feel that yeah, I don't like using the word popular, but she's coming across as like a popular girl. If you talk about her, I feel that people would know her. It's like people would know who they're talking, what they're talking about, or who they're talking about. And I'm getting a little white cat, like a kitten, around there as well. I'm hoping that whether it's the two people that are watching or whether that is to do with Caroline, because I know I just read for Caroline, um, or whether that's going to be connected with somebody else. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got from that card. And I'm getting blonde hair with this girl as well. I know most girls, they're either blonde or brown, but yeah, I'm getting blonde hair with this girl. And something to do with glasses. I don't know whether she's supposed to be wearing glasses, but she's not wearing glasses. But I don't know whether she's supposed to. But yeah. And that, guys, is how I do a reading. And hopefully that will land somewhere. Ooh, did I get a message? No. So yeah, that's how I do a reading, guys. And if you would like a reading, just leave a comment below. But yeah, like I said, guys, I'm just here to do mediumship. I'm here to answer any questions. I'll give you an honest answer. I promise. If I don't know a question, I won't answer. Well, I will answer. I'll just say I don't know. But yeah. I'm seeing quite a lot of dust flying around my room, which is annoying because I gave this room a deep clean yesterday. There shouldn't be any dust in the room. Maybe I've forgot to clean something yesterday. That's probably why it's so dusty in it. What else? Is there anything else I can talk about while I'm here before I go? No, there's nothing new in the world of Mysticody. Everything's all good. Everything's all okay in the world of Mysticody. Also, I'm feeling that someone is feeling alone. They're the king of their or queen of their kingdom, but I feel that they're feeling a little bit alone in that one. It's like they're waiting for someone to come, but that person will never come. So, guys and girls, yeah, if no one wants to come and join in, that's fine. I'll wait a few more minutes, then I'll disappear. Right, guys and girls, like I said, there's nothing really much for me else to talk about. So I'm going to disappear unless someone's got something to say. But yeah. Right, guys and girls, I'm going to go. I'm going to disappear. I've been here for almost an hour. And I'm going to go. So thanks all for watching. Again, have a good Sunday, whatever you're doing, wherever you are in the world. Thanks for watching. And like I said, I've gave you a little bit of live mediumship there. I'm hoping that message I gave will land somewhere. I hope that someone will watch this and yeah, and hopefully it will land somewhere. Again, thanks all for watching, and I'll see you. Hopefully, if it all goes well, hopefully I'll see you all next weekend. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.